The news desk with me, Benes Abubedulansa. Shortly, we'll be bringing you an update from Faase because there's heavy security presence in the community near Obum in the Greater Accra region following a bloody clash between military officers and residents there. 2 military men were wounded and 2 civilians sustained gunshot wounds in the fight over land. According to the residents, the military men were deployed to the area to protect a parcel of land the Impunuahene of Achimapedra is claiming ownership of. The divisional chief of the Obum stool, Ni Pakpo Amate, is demanding 1, the withdrawal of the soldiers, and 2, he wants the Impunuahene of Apedra to stop claiming ownership of that land. My colleague Roland Walker is live in the community and will join us shortly with details. All right, hello Roland. How is the community this morning? What have you been able to observe?
We just got here not too long ago, but there's a massive presence of the military with their various armored vehicles as well as other patrol vehicles that you can find here or see here. A number of them, I can see a couple of them numbering in their tents who are armed, some of them in hooded masks. And even though their lead person has not been able to speak to me formally because he doesn't want to be identified because of orders also from above, I do see that residents numbering hundreds at Faase have deserted their homes. And I'm told that this happened after the soldiers stormed the community. Initially, about an hour or two before we got here, we're also told that they had used some helicopter or two to come and patrol as part of efforts to restore calm following the incident that was recorded about 24 hours ago.
Roland, like you mentioned, the town is being deserted by the residents. But have you picked up any word on those who were injured, the military and civilians, and how they're faring?
So far, the head of the team that has been deployed here has decided not to speak to me formally. Okay. Even on an informal basis, he's not willing to check any information at all, and so I've not been able to pick up any information so far. But what I can report is that we have hundreds of the residents of the community who so far have deserted their homes.
Roland, this parcel of land that we're talking about, have you been told by any member of the community what exactly the contention is?
Well, the whole thing started, according to what I'm picking up, when a group of chiefs who had some smaller communities, including Faase, numbering about 30, who convened a press conference yesterday. Okay. And the press conference basically was on the subject that an acreage of land that could be located about some 200 or 300 meters away from me had been occupied by the Achim chief. And apparently they claim that he cannot lay claim or ownership to the land. And the land they also claimed was being used to win funds. And that was a problem for them. So they wanted 2 things to be done because they suspected that some personnel of the military have been used to either guard or protect the land, and visibly they were being prevented from getting ownership.
And so that's what led to the attack of the soldiers?
Well, so the soldiers were on the land. We're told that it's not the first time that we'll find personnel on that land. It's not a piece of land, apparently, and now numbering about several acres of land. And the land was being used to win funds. The community members said that the chiefs had been given the order, or the chiefs had given order that the winning of funds should stop, but it was continuing on that large acreage of land. Because the soldiers were occupying the land, it was difficult for them to get access to the land and stop the winning of funds. So in order for them to get them off, they allegedly brutalized them, as we could see in the videos.
And Roland, there are 2 civilians who sustained the gunshot wounds. Do we know who fired the shots?
Please come again.
I'm asking about the civilians we are told who sustained gunshot wounds. I'm asking if we know who fired the shots.
I can't identify who fired. I have asked the question about the gunshots, and we're told that there was an exchange of gunfire. On one side, it looks like some men within the community group, and then also on the other side, we're told the soldiers as well. We don't know who is telling the truth, where the gunshot was coming from, but it looks like, yes, guns went off.
Roland, we'll leave it for now, but definitely we'll be counting on more information as and when the military and other persons involved in this are willing to share with us. Thank you very much. Roland Walker is joining us from Dome Faase, where there was a clash between some residents and two military men.